In the early hours of July 5th, 2015, in the quiet town of Gainestown, Alabama, an extraordinary encounter took place. This is the story of a close observation of a Sasquatch on a front porch. It was a typical summer night in Clark County. The air was still, and the only sounds were the occasional rustling of leaves and distant animal calls. Around 3:30 a.m., the peace was shattered by a commotion on a front porch. Our witness, sleeping on a cousin's sofa, was abruptly awakened by the frantic barking of dogs. Moments later, a yelp pierced the night, followed by the unmistakable sound of something heavy stepping onto the porch. Peeking through the blinds, the witness saw an unforgettable sight. A massive figure squatting on the porch, rifling through trash bags left from a family reunion. The creature was too large to stand upright, its muscular back and long arms clearly visible under the porch light. The Sasquatch had hair about 4 to 5 inches long, dark brown with a hint of red. Its arms were remarkably long, and its fingers resembled Snicker bars with nails. The head was shaped like the back of Darth Vader's helmet, and the feet were at least 16 inches long. Too scared to move, the witness remained still for what felt like hours. With his phone out of reach, he watched as the Sasquatch rummaged through the trash. After about 20 minutes, it leaped off the porch and disappeared into the woods. The next morning, investigators found large handprints on the trailer, evidence of the creature's visit. Witnesses shared similar stories of encounters, adding to the growing reports of Sasquatch sightings in the area. This encounter is one of many in the dense woods of Gainestown, Alabama. While the desire to capture or kill the creature persists among some, experts urge caution and respect for these elusive beings. The mystery of the Sasquatch continues, leaving us with more questions than answers. The intrigue surrounding the Sasquatch continued with an eerie encounter reported in Clark County, Alabama. The year was 2001 in the fall. The location is between the Oil Well Road and the country store. The nearest town is Carlton, on County Road 15. Two friends were driving down the secluded dirt road just past the Oil Well Road when they had an experience they would never forget. As their headlights pierced the darkness, they saw a towering figure, roughly 7 feet tall, standing in the middle of the road.
Me and my best friend were riding down a dirt road right past the Oil Well Road. We seen a roughly 7 feet tall, big something in the road. Just as our headlights hit it, it threw something down and jumped into the woods. We stopped to examine what it was and found it to be a half-eaten rabbit. The rabbit was like you had sheared it off with a knife. I saw no footprints, but I did notice a strange musky odor in the air.
The witness, a 27-year-old gas company employee, firefighter and reserve police officer, described how the creature reacted instantly to their presence, dropping what appeared to be a half-eaten rabbit and leaping into the woods with incredible agility. The friends stopped to investigate further. They found the rabbit neatly cut in half just behind the front legs, as if by a sharp blade rather than by teeth or claws. The air was filled with a strange, musky odor, reminiscent of a sweaty football locker room. Despite searching the hard-packed ground, they found no footprints.
I heard rumor that a lady had seen one climbing a hill by County Road 15 months before.
The witness shared that their hair stood on end, an instinctive reaction to the unsettling scene before them. They quickly decided it was time to leave, haunted by what they had witnessed. The two witnesses observed the creature from a distance of about 40 yards. It was very dark, but they saw clearly with their headlights. The woods went right up to the road. There was very little shoulder. Although they did not get a look at its features, the hair color was dark brown, and the behavior was definitely not that of a bear. During the interview, the witness shared that there was a smell that reminded him of a sweaty football locker room. The 7 feet height estimate was determined by the branches that it hit as it jumped into the woods. They had their windows rolled up with the radio on when the sighting took place, so nothing was heard. The incident took place near the Tombigbee River, in a habitat of pine and oak woods. There are also many creeks nearby. A Bigfoot sighting in Clark County, Alabama, is described by a witness, a 47-year-old individual who recounts sightings of a large bipedal creature commonly known as Bigfoot, in the rural community of Chance, Alabama. The initial sighting occurred in 1992, followed by another in 2002. The witness's mother and brother have also reported seeing the creature over the years. The creature is described as being around 9 feet tall, with wide shoulders, dark in color, and having a large stride, capable of crossing a road in 3 steps. These encounters generally happen at dusk. The witness recalls hearing strange noises in the woods as a child, initially mistaking them for deer. Over time, he and others in the community have attributed these sounds to Bigfoot. The witness's cousin suggested that the creature might have been attracted to his horse in 2010. Other locals have seen the creature and heard unusual vocalizations, but they are reluctant to discuss these experiences openly. An investigator followed up on the report, noting the area's history of sightings and strange occurrences spanning 150 years. He found possible tracks in the same location 5 years prior. The area, characterized by large pines, oaks, and a big creek, is remote and sparsely populated, making it an ideal habitat for such a creature. The investigator, an experienced outdoorsman with a background in quality control and extensive involvement in Bigfoot research, is keen on gathering more evidence and exploring the site further, preferably during the daytime. In December 1996, a motorist reported seeing a Bigfoot-like creature in Clark County, Alabama. The sighting occurred on Highway 69 between Salitpa and Jackson, near the historic marker where a dirt road from McVeigh meets the highway. The incident took place in broad daylight, around 3 p.m. The witness described the creature as being approximately 6.5 feet tall and covered in hair. The creature crossed the road in front of the motorist in a sideways manner, just below the top of a hill. As the witness had the car window down, they distinctly heard a scream that was unlike any sound they had ever heard before. This encounter adds to the history of reported Bigfoot sightings in the Clark County area. The mystery of the Clark County, Alabama Sasquatch remains, leaving us with more questions than answers. Don't miss out on more exciting content. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos, tips and stories. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for your support.